ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Now we will explore the seventh chakra, crown chakra, Sahasrara. The seventh gear. We have come to the seventh mechanism. Almost all the techniques are exactly as it is. Only one or two, the final touch has been given by me, but no technique is completely designed by me. Completely it is from the ancient traditions. In East, the Hindu religion have got different techniques for different chakras. For all the chakras, Hinduism has got techniques. You see, the putting the whole thing into order is my job. I have tested with all these techniques. I have experimented with all these techniques. I have selected which will directly give result. You see, you are the cross section of the modern society. Cross section of the modern society, you have all tasted at least one glimpse of spirituality. So, but the Eastern religion, all Eastern religion is designed for the people who leave everything and go to forest. All the Western religions have been designed for the people who continuously work. But here is a cross section of the society. There are some techniques which is designed for the head people. There are some techniques which is designed for the heart people. There are some techniques which is designed for the different kind of, for women, for men. There are so many religions. I have worked with so many ways on so many chakras. I have crossed almost 3,000 techniques. From 3,000 techniques, I have decided, I have selected and coined this order. That is why it is not that before my enlightenment only I worked on this chakra. After my enlightenment, with the enlightened consciousness, I started segregating all the techniques and methods. With all that research, it took almost 9 months for me to design this setup, to bring the whole thing to this pattern. Crossing almost 5,000 books. Still now I have the 5,000 books. So, crossing all these techniques, from that I have selected the whole thing. That is why it is directly giving the effect, a straight result. You see, none of you are prepared crowd. There are few people who are first time seeing me. Yesterday only you have seen me. No, none of you are prepared. You are all new to the, many of you may not have even heard something about spirituality. You are all entering. Even if you have heard something about spirituality, this type of spirituality, I don't think anybody will be exposed. People who are doing only research, they will be knowing even only even the names of these chakras. Only they will only be knowing. So, a new people exposed to top spirituality and directly getting experience. That is the speciality of this setup. So, just to give this result only, it took lot of time, lot of tapas. Almost the life has to be dedicated. If I say one or two glimpses, when I start working with these techniques, 3 days continuously I sat in between in the center of the fire and meditated. One Agni Patra on head and one circle of fire. It is called Panchatapas. That one tapas. And then from early morning to night, along with the sunset, gazing the sun. There are many different types of techniques. After practicing everything, I have filtered it out and designed this system, which directly you all people can practice. The technique is designed in such a way where you all can participate, where you all can practice If it is too complicated technique, first nobody will come. Even if they come, they will run away. But here almost, I think I am able to manage to touch all. This chakra gets locked by asking more, more, more. This chakra gets opened by praying, by paying gratitude. This chakra is locked by praying. Praying means begging. This chakra is opened by paying. Praying locks, paying opens. Paying the gratitude. Now let us enter into the idea of gratitude. There are two types of life. In Tantra they put nicely, Vamachar, Dakshinachar. There are many interpretations for this word. I will give you the new commentary. You make a big list of the things which you don't have in this world. A big list. I think the list can never end. Can anybody say that list can end? No. The big list. And make another list which you have. Start from the pen and the dress, specs, eyesight, the finger. Start from this side. List out completely. Again, this also will be infinite. Naturally, because you are having every breath. So list out completely this side, whatever you have. List out the things which you don't have. Both are infinite. This side also will go. This side also will go on. Both can't end. It is up to you to look at this side and be sad that I want this, I want that, I want this, I don't have this, I don't have that. Or looking at this side, being happy. Oh, I have this, I have that, I have so much. It is your choice whether to look right side or the wrong side. But both are there. You have something, you don't have something. We have something and we don't have something. Both the list are infinite. It is up to us to decide whether to go for praying or paying. God has given both. And same way, religion is also classified in two ways. One is continuously asking. Small story. Appu Swami once started praying to Tirupati Venkadachalavadi. Oh Prabhu, if you give me 1 crore in the lottery ticket, I will put 20 lakhs in undi. If you don't believe me, deduct that 20 lakhs by yourself and give only 80 lakhs. This is our religion. Continuously going for bargain. Bargaining with Balaji, bargaining with Murugan, bargaining with all the gods. Give me this, I will give you that. Or if you don't give me, I will throw away your photograph. I will not worship you. Who is the loser? Nobody. God is not the loser. We. Just like the lifestyle, two lifestyle, there are two religions, major religions. The praying religion, continuously asking. The paying religion, oh Prabhu, you have given me enough. I am full. Thank you. You have given me more than what for I am qualified. You have showered everything on me. Enough. My love, my gratitude, have it. This religion is called meditation religion. This is called prayer religion. Lifestyle and religion go hand in hand. If you are a man of dissatisfaction, can anybody say that this list can be satisfied by attaining? the things which you don't have, can you have satisfaction at any moment by having all those things? There are three things: being, doing, having in our life. Being means our personality, our being. Doing something. Having, to have something. You are doing to achieve 10 lakhs, to have 10 lakhs. By the time you reach 8 lakhs, the 10 lakhs has become already 10 crore. The having point has gone ahead. So you are continuously doing. You are you neither attain the having or you enjoy the being. You don't relax. You don't enjoy your being. You are not settled. Continuously doing for having which can't be had. But if you start living in your being, the being never keeps you in laziness or sorrow or depression. Being is such a joyful affair. Doing will happen by itself with full of creativity. When doing happens, having also follows. With that, being, doing, having, all the three you will be having. Here, you will be missing all the three. Simply continuously doing, but not having anything. What will you do? After some time, naturally, you will be depressed. You will become alive, dead. Dull, dead, dragging. When you start your scooter on Monday morning to go to office, you will think when Saturday evening will come. Before kicking the scooter, you will think when Saturday evening will come. The life has become a dull, dead, dragging mechanism. The sip, the juice is lost. By being, if you start doing anything, if you start anything with celebration, with the mood of gratitude, with the mood of life, your whole life can become a real spiritual life. How to do it? If you listen this technique, you will be wonderstruck. Is it a technique or what? I'll tell you the small story. This is the technique. Please, all of you be aware, because this is the key which you are going to take with you from this class. This is the gist of the whole class. Once you should be little more alert and aware, then only you will be able to understand. Once the disciple, he came to Master. Oh Master, you are completely filled with bliss, radiating. From morning till night we are seeing, we don't feel you are dull or depressed, tired, continuously radiating the same joy, the same face, filled with Nityananda. What is happening? How do you manage? Please give us also the technique, how to do it. Then Master says, as soon as I get up early in the morning, I ask myself, I call, today do you want to become happy or sad? I call myself, what you want today? Happiness or sorrow? Bliss or sadness? Bliss or pain? Decide. Naturally mind will decide, I want bliss. Then immediately he says, then immediately I will tell my mind, then be blissful, that's all. Who is going to stop you? In next 24 hours, I am not going to achieve anything big. Whatever is my life, only that way I am going to live. Whatever is my intellect, I am going to use. Whatever God gives, it is going to come to me. In this next 24 hours, I am not going to become a prime minister. You are sure. Every day morning, when you get up, call yourself with your own name. Many of you, all others, call you by your name. You never use your name. Now this is the time. Call yourself. If you are a Mukund, call. Mukund, what do you want today? Bliss or pain? Decide. Naturally, mind will ask bliss. Then tell your mind, then be blissful, that's all. If you rightly understand, you understand all the key points. For next 24 hours, you decide. Don't decide for 2 days. Don't decide for 2 days. You can never be happy for 2 days. You can be happy only for 1 day. Because only today is in your hand. Yesterday is also not in your hand, and tomorrow is also not in your hand. Only today is in your hand. Yesterday is check which is bounced. Tomorrow is promissory note. Today is ready cash. Today is a present. That is why all the gift is named as a present. It's presented to you by God. Present tense is the present from God. So decide only for 1 day. Today, whatever is going to happen, it is going to happen. Whatever I will be able to stop, I will be able to stop. Whatever intelligent decisions I will be able to make, I am going to make. Everything is going to be as usual. Only my decision whether to be happy, whether to accept it and enjoy it, or to reject it and suffer. It is you who has to decide. Every day morning, just get up and ask. The master beautifully says, naturally my mind will decide bliss, then I will tell, then be blissful, that's all. Who can disturb you? It is your attitude. It is your choice. Then disciples are always disciples. Some question they find in this also. He found, if my mind decides pain, what should I do? If your mind wants to enjoy the pain, allow it to enjoy the pain. Then pain also is ananda. You are choosing. When you choose, it means what? You are enjoying it. That is why you are choosing it. So even if you choose the pain, what is the wrong? Nothing wrong. Enjoy the pain because you choose it. You have chosen it. Because you are enjoying, you are choosing. If you don't enjoy the pain, will you choose? Even the pain, if you choose, can enjoy it. Whatever the life brings, whatever the lifestyle you live, just add only one thing, the celebration way of taking the things. Taking the whole life with ananda, with bliss. If ananda is added into your life, it is a great technique to cleanse your whole life, to energize your whole life. It is the lifestyle. It is the real religious prayer. Laughter is a prayer. I used to tell a new spiritual LSD. Laugh, sing, dance. A spiritual LSD which can give you the real life, which can give spirituality to you. The way in which you decide, you look your life is the way in which existence showers on you. A small story. Once a passenger who is traveling through a kingdom came to the king's court and he said he wants to stay. King told, all right, accommodate him. He went and stayed in the guest house. The passenger saw that there are one or two uncomfortable things, the discomforts, the geyser is not working, or no generator. He went and complained at the king, no geyser, no generator, what is this? Then king told, kick this fellow out. Giving guest house itself is too much. If he starts complaining, kick this fellow out. Next day, the same passenger came with a different setup, different makeup. He came, this time he got a good lesson. He came that he wanted to stay. He said to the king that he wanted to stay. King told, all right, stay. This time, the same problem. He came back to the king and told, King, you have given me such beautiful guest house. I am so happy. I have come here to pay my respect and gratitude. King calls the minister. Please take care of all his comforts. Go and see that whether he is completely comfortable or not. Take care of him. He is our chief guest. He is our honorary guest. This is the same thing. This is the same way existence behaves with us. God is a mirror. If you just go and stand in front of him with a begging bowl, he will also be standing with a big begging bowl. If you go and give your love and namaskar, he will also be showering his love and blessings. So many times you have prayed to God that you are praying for a ring. Praying for a ring we are doing every day. But are we paying gratitude for the finger that he has given? We are continuously in prayer asking for a diamond ring. If you are wearing a silver ring, ask for a gold ring. If it's a gold ring, then diamond ring. Continuously we are praying for ring. But have we paid? Are we paying our gratitude for the finger which he has given? We take the whole life for granted. He has given so much for us. We simply take the whole thing for granted, as if we are ordained to have this. Have you earned anything which you have in your life? The very breath, can you earn? Have you done any work and got it as a salary? Can you say that I have done some work and God gave me the salary to breathe? God gave me this as a salary? The very breath which you are breathing is the gift of existence, gift of God. But we take the whole thing for granted and again go for something more. So, when you look the existence, when you look the God, when you look the divine, go always to pay your love and gratitude. So all of you, just be very clear. Every day morning, when you get up, start. As soon as you get up, you call yourself and ask, today, for next 24 hours, don't decide more than 24 hours. Don't go for 2 days. For next 24 hours, you know, this is the life which I am going to live. This is the structure which I am going to live. Unless some genie comes, my house is not going to change. And you know, except in stories, genie never comes. Genie means, all of you understand? The ghost which gives some boons. So he is not going to come. So let us be very clear. This is the way I am going to live. Whether to live happily, joyously, juicily, in a dancing mood, or to live in a dull, dead, dragging mood. Decide. Whatever you decide, work out, that's all. What is the complication? What is the difficulty? So when you are joyful, not only your aura changes, your energy itself changes. All the 6 chakras opens, not only opens, gets energized with the joy. Bliss is the master key. Nityananda is master key. Nityananda is the key you can get from Nityananda. Nityananda is the master key to open all the 7 chakras. Not only to open, to energize. With Nityananda, you will have no fear, no death fear. You will have a tremendous satisfaction. When Yama comes, you will not say, no, come let us go. Have you brought 2 vehicles? I can't sit in your vehicle. It's too late. Bring me some other good vehicle. Or you wait, I will reach first, then you come back. You will be just ready. You will not say no or tomorrow, because you will have a tremendous satisfaction that you have lived your life. With Nityananda, you will have tremendous satisfaction. With Nityananda, where is the question of depression? You are simply expression. You are living with full of expression, joy. So Manipuraka is already open and with full of energy. With Nityananda, you will be continuously doing a selfless service. You will never think, I am, I am. You will never think, aham. You will always think, tum. When you are in sorrow, dukkha, you feel weight. You feel you are solid. You need somebody's attention. When you are in ananda, you not only you don't ask the attention, you give attention. It is the gift of overflowing. With Nityananda, you don't compare with anybody. People compare you with you. Instead of you comparing with them, they start comparing with you. They simply feel jealousy. What is happening to this person? Continuously jumping and moving like a flower. So with Nityananda, you are never serious. So your Anya is also open. If you see all the 7 chakras, not only opens, it reaches its optimum with Nityananda. Your bullock cart body becomes flying aircraft if you just take Nityananda within you. You just make Nityananda to sit in your vehicle. You just see that Nityananda sits in your heart. Your bullock cart vehicle becomes aircraft. You have learnt all the 7 gears of the mechanism. So the master key is master himself. The very word Nityananda, it is not my name. I am giving it as a principle, not as a person. Not as a person, as a principle. Living the ever bliss life. With bliss, with life, with ananda, even Yama will feel shy to touch you. When he comes, he will come with full respect. Shall we move? You will tell, yes, let us. So the whole life will be different. The beautiful story. If the mud water, the area, the tank filled with mud water, if you have to purify the water, if you have to filter it, what to do? Some disciples told, we'll have to put the hand and do something or filter it. So many ideas, advice came. He told, no, nothing doing. Just take one handful of lime and drop it. The lime will simply clear all the dirt and dust and it will get settled below. The water will become pure. Just like that, your confused mind, only one key, add Nityananda. Add the Nityananda line. Enough. Your whole being will be clean and get settled. Not only clean, you will start bubbling with energy. So this is the master key to carry with you from the camp, from this meditation program. You have got the key which you need to practice every day. This one key, practice it with full sincerity, is enough to transform your life, which can open all the chakras. You may think, such a simple key, how can it be? But all great things are very simple. Only we make it complicated. Ramana Maharshi says beautifully. Some of the Ramana Maharshi's disciples went and sang in front of him. It's a Tamil song, I will translate. Ayye mettakkadinam, umakkadimai ayye mettakkadinam. It means, oh, it is so difficult to be a disciple of you. It is so difficult. To get enlightened, to be in the spiritual path is so difficult. Then Bhagavan, the Ramana Maharshi sings, Ayye adi sulabam atma viddai Ayye adi sulabam Unar udal iduve nanam enum ninaive Nana ninaivugal se ornar enum adanal நான் எனக்குகையுட்டானாய் ஒடுங்கிடவே ஐயே அதிசுலபம் ஆத்மவித்தை ஐயே அதிசுலபம். The meaning, oh, it is so easy, the Atma Vidya. It is so easy to get enlightened. He gives explanation. If you want money, you have to go and work. If you want name and fame, you have to go and work. If you want some relationship, you have to go and work. If you want enlightenment, just sit and relax. Just sit with yourself and relax. That's enough. You are already enlightened. The energy is simply flowing in you. Only you need to sit and recognize. You sit and look. Somebody says to Ramana Maharshi, God is not taking care of me, He never looks at me, what should I do? He says, He is just walking behind you. First you turn and see whether He looks at you or not. Then you complain. You never turn and see Him. So first turn in and see. You will be seeing He is sitting. How to pay the gratitude? The disciple is asking the master, how to pay the gratitude? Master beautifully replies, all the masters of all the ages wanted the disciples to be in Ananda. That is the reason so many techniques have been designed. What for all these techniques are designed? Tell me, what for? So be in Ananda, that is the gratitude. That is the way, that is the gratitude which you can pay to all the masters. The respect, reverence, gratitude which you can pay to all the masters. What is the way? The love and bliss, Ananda, the celebration. You can't take this much of money and give it to them. That is not going to help in any way. They won't even bother. The masters who designed all these techniques, the masters who gave so many gifts to the world, they can't be touched by anything except your love and gratitude. The way to pay the love and gratitude is celebration. So, let you all be filled with Nityananda. Thank you.